Hi everyone, and welcome to your tutorial on using Google Sites. So I wanted to start by showing you the site that was created for Tech for Teachers. It was created with Google Sites, and I'll just walk you through some of the things that we're going to do. If we click on these pages, we can see the podcast that was created. This is where it will be located. It was included as a YouTube video. That was the easiest way for me to input it into this project. I could put it in as a music file, but it didn't play as well, so I converted it into a YouTube video. The next section is hopefully going to happen soon. I've been talking with Terry Zimmerman. She seems to be on board. We're going to try and set up and create a Tech for Teachers show. The next section is slams. Slams are really fun. If you've ever been to a Google Summit, they always end the day with doing demo slams, where you have a certain amount of time, and in that time frame you have to advocate and really sell your item or your idea to the rest of the people watching. At the end of the slam, usually there's 3 people that go against each other. The rest of the audience votes on which one they thought was the best idea, or maybe it was presented the best, and you go from there. So the idea here is to show how a slam works, and hopefully we're going to get people participating in this, submitting their ideas, and then we'll post them on this portion of the website. Next section, this is the part that I would like you to enroll in today, is Google Classroom. Google Classroom is going to be set up for Tech for Teachers. We're going to have our own classroom. So everyone that participates in this, you'll be getting all the online tutorials. That's where this tutorial is going to be posted. So it's not an assignment that you have to complete, but it's going to give you access to the information that is shared as we go along. So this is where I'd like to keep all my video tutorials as we go through the remaining part of the year. The next section is where you're going to enroll in the class for Tech for Teachers. This is our enrollment page. It shows you what the enrollment code is here and how to download and get into Classroom if you haven't done it. And there's a couple different reasons for this. The first purpose is if you haven't used Google Classroom, it's going to let you see it, and you're going to see it from the perspective of a student to see if you go, okay, this seems like it works and it seems like it's a great idea. The other reason is it's a really nice way to organize the information that I want to share or that other teachers want to share with the rest of the staff. And by no means is this going to be a homework assignment area, but it's going to be an area where we can provide and give information to the rest of the staff. So if you have time, or if it's something you're interested in, then you can go to that portion of the website. The final page is the PD calendar. So this is more of a traditional way of setting up and sharing information about technology, but it's still a way that a lot of people enjoy, and it is a lot of fun because it's a lot more personable and it's a bit of a social get-together. So we're going to start up Tech Tuesdays, and I already have lined up several presenters that are willing to get up and share some amazing things that they're doing in the class, and it would be really tragic if we didn't share those ideas, because there's some really cool stuff happening in our building. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go create a website for you in your class. So let's go to a new page here. So I'm going to go to, right now I'm on a page with Google Sites, but I'm actually going to skip back to Drive. This is really cool. They have now set it up where if you want to make a web page, you can go right up to New. And in New, this is where you've always been able to see all of your G Suite. But if you go down below into More, you can see that we now have some other options. If you go down to the bottom, Google Sites will be there. And if you click on it, you can now go directly into Google Sites. Now that I'm in, this is the template that it shows up when you start. And it's really quick. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can do with a school web page. So I'm going to call this Mr. B's website. Okay, and yours will be whatever class or whatever course that you're offering. Up in the top here, this is just to give an address for your web page. So this background image, if you want to change the header type, you can click on it and you can make it larger if you want, make it a banner. Or on some of the back pages when you're creating them, you're not going to want that at all. But usually on your front page, you will have a header and you're going to have a banner behind it, and you can select an image or upload an image. If you have an image that you want to put in there, you can put in your own image. Let's go ahead and pick this one. That one looks kind of cool. So what am I going to put into my web page? On the first page, what would be a good idea? Probably information about what the site is going to be about, or maybe it's going to be an introduction where I give some information about myself and about my value systems, anything to do with the page. So I'm going to go up, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an introduction. Okay, and I'm not going to type this all in, but we're going to have an introduction here, blah, 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 introduction on this page. All right, so you got your introduction. It looks beautiful. On this, and then you can take it and you configure and make it whatever size you want. You also might want to put something on this page about you, okay, or what represents you as a person. So if you want to go search it on the internet, you can go search something on the internet. If you have something that you've already created, which you've most likely done, you've created something and you have it in your own drive. I'm going to go to my drive and I'm going to find out if I have something in here that's worth using. I don't have anything worth using in here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to upload it. So if I go to my web or onto my desktop, I have created a folder, okay, that is my exemplar that's going to have stuff that I want to have for my website. So this isn't in my Google Drive. This is on my hard drive on my page. I want to include a picture of the school. It's going to go there. I think that would be a really nice touch to have a page with an introduction and a picture of our school. I could have used the school as a background to my header as well. That may have been a good idea. What else might I want to put on a front page? Maybe I want to upload, maybe I want to take and put, we could put a logo. I'm going to show you where to put the logo in a minute here. Maybe it's your belief system. So I have this quote that I like to use, and maybe that's going to go on my main page. I'm going to take that and I'm going to delete this because I think that's what I want to have there. I want to have my saying of what my belief is about teaching. One of my beliefs. What else could I have on here? Not sure. But up here, okay, on your header, let's do this. Let's change this image. So maybe we're going to upload this image. Let's see how it turns out. It's probably not going to show up very nice because it isn't. Oh, look at that! It showed up beautifully. Okay, I'm using it. At the top here, I can add a logo. So I'm going to upload a logo. There's our school logo, and I'm going to put it onto this page. Okay, so we have the Hunting Hills logo at the top, and let's go with the transparent background. So I have my logo, I have the school in the background, my information, and a little bit about myself or about the class on the very first page. Now I'm ready to move on. I'm going to create another page. So I'm going to go to a page here. Now this is where you have to decide what you want to have on your page, and it really depends on the course that you teach. In this course, let's say you're an English teacher. Maybe you want to have a page set up where you're going to have vocabulary. So I'm going to have vocabulary. I'll click done. And on my vocabulary page, I'm going to set it up. I could keep all the same headers and all the same backgrounds. That's fine in your class. But something that's kind of fun is if you go to a page, so this is a page here that gives a bunch of vocabulary. You can copy this. And so I've just taken this website and I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to double click on the bottom here, and we're going to embed this site. So I'm going to take that URL and I'm going to paste it. Okay, it's going to take that site and it's going to insert it into my page. So now I have it in here. Right now it's not a working document, but once we go live, I'll actually be able to use this as a working document. I'll be able to use the slider, and it's all embedded right into your own website. You don't have to launch it and go to the website. So if this is something that you want to update and have on your site all the time, then you can go ahead and do that. All right, let's make another page. So we're going to have another page here, and this page is going to be digital stories. So you're going to create an assignment, or maybe you've created an assignment and students in your class had to create digital stories. You have an exemplar, you have something that you want to showcase to show other classes. So up here I have, this is a storybook that I created, and I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go into our site. Again, same thing, I'm going to embed it, paste the URL, and once it's pasted, then you can insert it, and it's now in this page, and it shows up really well. This is something that I couldn't do before; it just wouldn't work. Okay, but now they've done an update to the actual program, and it works. Okay. Another idea is to take and create a tutorial page. So possibly you have some main topics or concepts that you would like to share with the students, and it's something that they can revisit, or maybe they missed class and they didn't get to see it the first time. So you can create a class, or I mean, you can create a page where the students can access videos that you've created, and they can watch them and relearn the information. Or you don't create the video. Maybe you found an awesome video on YouTube and you're just going to share that video. So I'm just going to go up. I just have a connection here to this video because I just made it, the morning jolt. So I'm going to take it and go down, and we're going to click on YouTube. You could do a search on YouTube if you wanted, or you could go to, this is the one that I just uploaded, so I'm going to select it and I'm going to put it in. So I have this, I can make it whatever size I want, and then beside it you could write a description of what they're supposed to do with this project or with this assignment. I've seen this where teachers can't make it to class, so they provide a little video for subs. So this could be a page for the substitutes or for the students to go to if you're not there, where you give a brief explanation about the class, or you have these backloaded where you have a library of these, and if you need to do like a quick emergency subplan, here it is. You just take it, you post it, and it's good to go. So I wanted to share this as well. This is new, and I found a great video on Vimeo. Vimeo used to be another video site, but we couldn't access and we couldn't embed Vimeo videos into Google Sites, but you can now. So if you go down and what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to share. So where do I share? There we go, share. I'm going to share this link, so I'm going to copy it, and we're going to go back to our site, and here again I'm going to click and embed, take the URL, paste it, and voila, there it is. Guess what? That's our famous Mr. Gomes. Okay, he had made this several years ago, but it's still live and doing well. So we have a video now from our school. So maybe there's something you've done in the class, or maybe there's a video that was created with your students. That's another item that you could post on your website. But you're going to get to the point where you have so many titles at the top, you're going, okay, I'm running out of space. They start going all the way across. They're cascading across the top of your page. So you want to create some sub pages. So you want some drop-down menus. If you go down to the bottom and you create, I'm just going to call it drop-down 1. Done. Create another one. Drop down 2. Done. Now we have tutorials. Maybe you do this every day. You have an assignment and you just post the assignments and you put them in here on a day-to-day basis, or maybe you do them weekly. If you don't want them all to show across the top of the page, just take them and drop them on the main header, and they'll show up as a drop down on your page. So you're going to have all of your different information down below. Let's create one more page. So let's create a page, maybe it's called supplies. Maybe you have a supply list that the students have to have for your class. Down below, we're going to insert, we got to put in an image. So I'm going to upload an image that I have in my folder, bring it up and put it on the page. So there's my supply page. Maybe you have, you know what, maybe you have something else that you have to do. Maybe you have a slideshow. So I'm going to go down into Drive, and I'm going to find, here's a slideshow that I want to insert, okay, and we're going to have it ready for the kids to see. And again, you can move it to where you want it on the page, change things to make it look nice. There's also a setting over here where you can change the background that goes behind the information. I want to put one more item into my website. So I have digital stories. I'm going to go back to the digital story page. I like that digital story, but I have one more that I want to add. So I'm going to go into my drive. So this time I'm not taking this video from the internet. It's not coming from YouTube. I'm taking it directly from my hard drive. So this could be a situation where there's a videotape that was created in class, or some student has handed something in, you really like it, and you want to post it on your website. So you can take it and you can post it directly from your drive into your website and you can have it. So I'm going to take this, resize it, make it the way that I want it. Okay, and now that I have it and it's set up, now I have it ready to publish. At this point, I got everything updated on my website. I like the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and click on Publish. Once you click Publish, it's going to ask you what you want for your address. That's the address that we put in the top of the page here. If you want to change it, you can. Down here, you can ask about the search engines, and you can go ahead and publish it. Now that it's published, you're still on your working document, but you can go up to the top here and you can view the published site. So now you're going to see what it looks like on the internet. And I'm on my digital story page. I'm going to click on the home page, see what it looks like. Okay, it looks good. Click on my vocabulary page. Okay, is it going to work? So I go to the top. Yep, I can scroll through. I can see the whole page down below. Go to my digital stories. Once I'm there, I got this digital story. Does it work? And it looks like it's switching and it's working good. Okay, good. Click on the tutorial. And we have our two websites. Click on the first one.
Hi everyone.
Yep, it's working. Next one. Yep, it's working. And then I'm going to go to my drop down. So I have my two drop downs. There's nothing on there. I have a supply list that's in the drop down. And we have a slideshow here. So go ahead and click on the slideshow, and it's working. And it looks like everything that I wanted to have on this page is up and running. Click on the tutorial, and we have our two websites. Click on the first one.
Hi everyone.
Yep, it's working. Next one. Yep, it's working. And then I'm going to go to my drop down. So I have my two drop downs. There's nothing on there. I have a supply list that's in the drop down. And we have a slideshow here. So go ahead and click on the slideshow, and it's working. And it looks like everything that I wanted to have on this page is up and running. All right. I kept it to 20 minutes, longer than I expected, but I hope that worked for you. I'm going to try and cut it down here, but that's it. So it shows you basically everything that you can do with Google Sites, and I was trying to give you some good ideas of what you could do with your own website, items that you could include, and I hope you have fun making your own website. Okay, you'll be very proud of it when you're done.